What's up, YouTube friends? So it is allergy season. I always know when turkey hunting season comes around, my eyes will feel like sandpaper with my contacts in. And it's a great idea to keep some tissues at hand. So today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little tissue holder. Very similar to this one. They're really fast and easy to whip up. They're great to throw in your purse or in a kid's backpack. And I'll show you how to do it next. The things you're going to need to make this tissue holder are one piece of fabric of your choice that measures 6 inches by 6 inches. Now this will be the outside main fabric part. And you're also going to need a piece of fabric that measures 6 inches by 8 inches. And this will be the lining as well as the little accent piece on the opening of our tissue holder. I'll also be using my sewing machine with matching thread and my iron and ironing board. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my lining fabric right side up. Now I'm just going to use a solid. There's really not a right or wrong, but you can use another print if you choose to do so. I just like to find something that contrasts really well with your outside fabric. So this orange is perfect. So now I'm just going to take my outside fabric. I'm going to put it face down and I'm going to line up one of the 6-inch sides. Now I'm just going to take this over to my sewing machine, and with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, I'm going to sew right down this side, back stitching at the beginning and the end. So I'm over here at the sewing machine. Today I'll be using a straight stitch, and my length is a 2.5. So don't forget to back stitch. And just keep sewing. Next, I'm going to take my top fabric and I'm going to line it up on the other side, the other 6-inch side. And with that same 1/4 inch seam allowance, don't forget to backstitch at the beginning and the end. And I'm going to sew down this side. So now you just want to give this a press. I'm actually going to press my seams open. I'm going to do that to both sides. So now I'm just going to flip this right side out. And I want to find the center of both of my fabrics. So to do that, I just line up my seam. And then you just want to give these creases a little press. You can finger press them if you want to. I'm just going to use my iron. So when I open that up, we have the center of both of our fabrics. So I'm just going to line those up. The top and the bottom. I'm going to give this a little spray with some water. I actually don't like using the steam on my iron anymore. I do leave my water in there, or used to, and actually you're not supposed to do that because eventually it's just going to spit out rusty water. So I just have a little spray bottle and give everything a nice press. You should have about a 1/2 inch. It's a little less than a 1/2 inch on either side. So this looks fine to me. So now I'm just going to flip this over. Once again, I want to find that middle. This time I'll just finger press. And I'm going to overlap my little flaps by a 1/4 inch, roughly. And give it a press. So if you can see right there, my flaps just overlap just a little bit. It's like a scant 1/4 inch. So now I'm just going to take this over to my sewing machine, and with a scant 1/4 inch seam allowance, I'm going to backstitch at the beginning and the end and sew down my sides. Now you might be thinking, Matt, what's going on? This is our right side of the fabric, but today we are going to do a French seam, which seems really fancy, but really isn't. By using this French seam, we won't have any raw edges showing on the inside. So I'll meet you over at the sewing machine. Alright guys, so like I said, I'll be doing a scant 1/4 of an inch. It's not quite a 1/4 of an inch. My length is still at 2.5 and I'm using that straight stitch. So don't forget to back stitch. And I'm going to do that to both sides. That one was more like an 1/8 of an inch, but it's fine. So now I'm going to line up my 1/8 inch mark on my ruler right on our seam. And then I'm just going to trim off any of the extra fabric. This one's actually pretty good. So now we're going to flip this wrong side out. I'm going to take my bone folder or a chopstick or something like that. I'm going to make sure that my seam is nice and flat and that my corners are pushed out nice and sharp. And now I'm just going to give this one more little press just to make sure everything is nice and flat. So now it's back over to the sewing machine. With that same scant 1/4 inch seam allowance, I'm going to back stitch at the beginning and the end, and I'm going to sew down both of these shorter sides. And you just did a French seam. Pat yourself on the back. Alright, so this time I'm going to get my little leader piece of fabric here and just sew on it. And with that same scant 1/4 inch seam allowance, I'm going to sew all the way down the sides, back stitching at the beginning and the end. Now this little piece of fabric just helps kind of pull your project through. And now you just want to turn this right side out again. And then poke out your corners. And then just trim any of the loose threads. So now I just have a little pack of tissues. And I'm actually going to cut a rectangle out of the top here. Try not to hit your tissues. Probably do a better job than I did. And then I'm just going to stick my tissues in my little holder. Just like that. Now this will keep your tissues nice and clean if you throw them in your purse or in a backpack. Not to mention, it's pretty stylish. Now if you wanted to, you could add a loop of ribbon or something like that, and add a keychain if you'd like to connect this to a backpack or something like that. I've also seen these where they've added a second piece of fabric before they sewed it all together as a pocket, and that way they can just add their little hand sanitizer if they wanted to do that also. I hope you give this fast and easy tissue holder a try. If you like this video and want to see more of my videos, go down below and hit that big red subscribe button, and give this video a big thumbs up. If you have a question about this video or any of my other videos, or would just like to leave a suggestion for a future upcoming video, leave me a comment. If you'd like to support this channel, I'll leave the link to my Etsy store down below, and you can see what I'm making over there. I'll also link all my social medias down below if you'd like to follow me over there. And as always, thanks for watching. Good luck through this allergy season, and I'll see you next time.